I recently issued a challenge to my viewers to create the coolest companion they could with only command blocks and maybe a resource pack. Let's see what they made, and remember, my three favorite are going to be right at the end. First up, we have the Obsidian Giant. Now, this right here is a pretty cool companion. It is a giant that follows you around. Has a couple of cool attacks, like a stomp. You can actually ride it, and you're going to see towards the end of the showcase, he actually has the ability to call on this kind of like aerial meteor attack. So overall, pretty cool little creation. One thing I would recommend is putting some extra like walking animations on top of the giant. I think it would just make it a lot cooler and a lot more convincing as to what you're going for here. Next up from Lucius is this ability to actually have a cat that you get to morph with, which I believe he said was from G-Force. And this gives you a couple of unique powers, such as this really fast punching ability that you can do, some super speed, these two beams that you can shoot out, as well as a energy sphere that you can launch, which I believe is actually an FMBE. So overall, pretty cool creation that uses the ability to combine with your companion to get powers. Next on the list is the Voidling. Now this is a little companion that's kind of like this black orb that follows you around, and while it's following you around, it has a couple different abilities that you can activate using different items. For instance, you can get super speed, you can get night vision, you can call in different kinds of attacks on different enemies, including the final attack, which wipes out all nearby enemies, but it does cost you a totem. So overall, a pretty cool companion that you can interact with in different ways. Next up, we have this superpowered dog, which has 3 different abilities controlled by items that the player uses. The first one allows the wolf to bite nearby things with evoker fangs coming out from the ground. The second one is to electrocute them, doing a bunch of damage that way. And the third one is to aggravate the dog and make it attack whatever is nearby the player. So pretty simple, but pretty cool little companion. Next up, we have a really special companion that kind of almost isn't a companion, but at the same time kind of is in the way that it works. We actually have build Cipher from Gravity Falls. You can summon in this little kind of altar where he has this cool animation where he comes in and he actually has some text that appears in chat where he can kind of dialogue with you. Then, if I understand correctly, you can make a deal with him by giving him a totem of undying. He's going to give you riches, but it's actually kind of a trick as he changes the nearby terrain to valuable metals, but actually kind of kills off the rest of your world. So kind of a companion, kind of just a little trickster thing, and a pretty cool texture pack that was added to this. So overall, good companion. Next on the list, we have a special fire fox that can be summoned with a special totem in your inventory. On top of that, it can be called, I believe, by sneaking to come over to you, and then it can actually be used to target nearby mobs and deal flaming damage to them. So pretty cool little companion. You can call it, control it, and have it attack things for you. Next up on the list, we have a pretty cool one, as this one comes with a custom crafting recipe that has its own custom summoning wand. This, of course, allows you to actually summon in a horde of bats and have them attack enemies for you. So it's a pretty cool mix of a custom weapon and some custom companions. Now that we are in the top 3, these are going to be my 3 favorite creations from this contest. The first is this Spider-Man here, which is not really Spider-Man, it's just sort of a spider, but you know, whatever. Of course, he can follow you around, so that way he's functioning like a companion. But the real reason that this is on the top 3 of my list is because the way the particles were done here were really tedious. You can tell a lot of time and effort went into them, and they came out really, really good. It's a really cool spiderweb animation attack, some really cool water attacks, although I'm not sure what a spider has to do with water. Either way, it still came out really cool. We also have a really cool fire arrow attack at the end, which once again, clearly a lot of time and effort went into these particles. They were definitely tedious to make, and they came out really good. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one as much as I do. In second place, we have the chicken named Fred. Now, this chicken named Fred has a couple of unique attacks. As you can see, he kind of has like a slam attack. He has a little electric stun projectile attack, which are all pretty decent, but I do think the two at the end are my favorite. He has this huge laser attack that not only spins around dealing a ton of damage killing things, but it actually like deadens the terrain. As you can see, it turns the grass to dirt, the dirt to magma, and it kills off the trees. And I think that's all pretty cool. A lot of really good detail going into that attack, which I think makes it look good. But I think the main reason it's number 2 is the final ability, which is the fact that it turns into a giant fire-breathing chicken, because I think that's really funny and it just looks really funny and cool. So overall, pretty cool little companion, and I hope you guys enjoy. And in first place, we have Snuffy the Sniffer. Now, I was told sorry for the way that he had to record this, although this is actually one of the best recorded submissions that I got, so I actually appreciate the way you recorded this, even though you're apologizing for it. Anyways, Snuffy the Sniffer is pretty simple. He has the ability to be called to you, he has the ability to target enemies, but really the main reason for which I chose this as number 1 is I really enjoy his main ability. It's not all that complicated, but I think it's really funny and really cool. He basically leaps up into the air and becomes absolutely giant, and then falls back down doing a giant smash attack. Overall, I just think the main attack is so funny that it earned the number 1 spot. And last but not least, I did decide to actually participate this time and submit my own creation for this challenge. It's actually something I made a little while ago, but decided to fit perfectly in here, and since I never made a tutorial about it, might as well show it off a little bit. This floating dragon head will follow you around and automatically shoot at nearby enemies. On top of that, it's going to distract them because of the damage command, and more than anything else, it actually gets stronger the higher level you are. Gets more damage on its attack, as well as doing some lingering things like slowing enemies down or applying wither, and it makes for a pretty strong companion that all you have to do is hold a gold sword to summon it in. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this challenge, and if you want to see more, make sure you leave in the comments what type of challenges you guys would like to see in the future. Additionally, all the videos that were showcased today will be linked in the description with their timestamps. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye!